Welcome back to the channel. This is Samelo TV, and Chelsea have just won again. We won 2-1 against Newcastle, and I'll be honest with you, that game was one of the most nerve-wracking games I've watched in a while. And I definitely wish that we were more convincing in that game, but wow, we needed that one. We really needed that one because be honest with you, we did not control the game the entirety of the game. And Newcastle have been on a bad run of form, and that might suggest that we should confidently win this game, convincingly win this game. However, they are a good side, and they showed that today. Isak is a phenomenal football player. And on another day, we didn't have some of these key players that I'll mention later in the video. Guys like Reece James, who stepped up today in a momentous way. A guy like a player like Cole Palmer, who continues to be electric, continues to be the talisman. And we could have been away and convincing winners today if we played the same way we did in the first 10, 30, 15 minutes of the game throughout in both halves of the game. So, how do you feel as a Chelsea fan knowing that your team can play such beautiful football, but you know we cannot sustain it for the entire game? That's got to be a bit frustrating. That was frustrating for me. I really hated seeing that. We really took our foot off the gas and let them back in the game, which allowed them to seem better than they actually are. So I'm so glad we have Reece James back. Like, smash a like for Reece James in the comments. Let's get up to 5 likes on this video. Reece James today was electric, was phenomenal. He showed us what we've been missing. Clearance up the line, nice way to pass. Tell me if you didn't feel like that feeling of joy when you saw him get that chest control when he migrated to the right side of the field towards the end of the game. That just made me like, I'm like, yeah, I miss saying that. That just tells me that sends a sense of calm around the team if your right back's doing that. So, yeah, Rich James was really good today. Um, that goal we conceded kind of frustrated me a bit because I felt like we just needed to control the game for a few minutes. And if that game ended up as a draw or a loss, I was ready to make a video about the lack of leaders on this team. Because how do you concede so quickly after you controlled the game for so long? And then you just scored and you just let them back in that easily. It's almost like we don't know how to set a real trap, a real offside trap. I mean, I was watching Barcelona yesterday, and Barcelona kept setting this offside trap for Mbappe, which he somehow continued to fall for. We don't have that. We just let everybody get. It's like everybody can just beat the trap against us. So I was really hoping that goal was ruled out, but unfortunately it wasn't. But oh man, I mean, this game could have been out of sight early when Palmer missed that. His goal was ruled out for offsides early in the game. But what beautiful play by Jackson, rolling his defender, finding his man, and Palmer just passing it into the bottom right corner of the post. And man, that would have been a perfect start to that game. Unfortunately for us, it was ruled out, rightfully so. But man, that game was in the balance for a while after that. But we just picked it up and put the pressure on, put the pressure on. They couldn't handle us. They couldn't handle that constant stream of pressure, and it finally paid off when we got our reward with a Jackson goal. And let's give a shout out to Jackson, man. That boy is a man in form, a man playing possessed right now. It's like dude just scores. I think that's 5 and 7 games I heard or something like that. You correct me in the comments, but man, he continues to just show why we got him in the first place. And all that Osimhen talk is quieted down. I'm not hearing it as much anymore. All that Osimhen, we want Osimhen, we want Osimhen. I was telling everybody, I was like, yo, I don't see the big gap And then you see what he's able to do. I mean, he had burn on toast early in that game. He was rolling him. He was rolling everybody. I think he kind of waned off in the end, towards the end of that game, as Chelsea lost control. And but man, shout out to Jackson for that beautiful goal. And and then we let them back in. But and then we can let them back in with such a easy. Well, it was a well worked goal by Newcastle at the end of the day, and they were able to score. And felt like our defending could have been better. Our midfield got bypassed too easily, and we saw that a few times in this game. I mean, Romeo Lavia and Caicedo did had a pretty good game, but we still look kind of shaky. Like we're making tackles, but the tackles are just falling back to our opponent. What's the point of making a tackle? You're just passing it back to the guys that you don't want to have the ball. What's that about? This happening all the damn time. It's pissing me off. But let's get back on track, because we got back in that game in the second half. And yo, isn't it nice to know that when you go into the halftime, you're not going to be worse off coming back? I mean, we're saying that all the time now. It's just expected now. We go into the half down, and when we come back, Maresca's done something that allows us put our foot on the opponent's neck. That happened last week. We couldn't keep that lead, but it happened again. Cole Palmer, that breakaway, and I mean, the goalkeeper should be doing better, but the audacity to take the shot. And we've seen him score that goal a few times, that into the bottom corner in the on the goalkeeper's far side, and then and he scores that again, and man, that turned out to be the winning goal. But we were on the cosh. We're under the cosh for a while there. After we scored our second goal, we were on top of them again. We were putting on the pressure, but once again, we weren't able to capitalize on it. Some of our guys need to be better with our decision making. But I thought some of the decision making by the referee was questionable as well. But I'm not one to really, be too critical of referees, because I think that ultimately you gotta do your part. You gotta do your part to win a game of football. So I'm just so happy we got this win. Reece James once again, man, dude, this quality, his class. He saved us. He saved us. I mean, my heart was in my heart was in my mouth when he cleared that ball off the over the top at the end of the game. Towards the end there, when I thought he was about to score an own goal, but he was in control. There was no mistake there. He knew what he was trying to do, get that ball over, and he did executed it with perfection. So I think we've missed Rhys James a lot this year. I'm so glad he's back. So just we needed that win. So what a win for Chelsea. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you're buzzing about this, let me know. Leave a comment. Let's get up to about 5 likes on this video, and I'll be back again with another video.